How are you doing? We'll try this again. Periscope was saying there's a little trouble sending out to my Twitter followers, so hopefully you got this, and I'm glad you are here. Hey Stacy, welcome. Hey Deborah. Hey hubby. Glad you guys are joining me today. I've heard it's really cold outside. I have not stepped outside to check. We're warm inside, but it's supposed to be really cold here. I'm glad you are here gathering. Let me know your first name. This is Katie M. Reed from katiemreed.com. And hey Debbie, welcome. I'm showing you guys. Hubby said it is cold. He had to go into work, so I've heard that it is cold. My sister-in-law and her son came over and said it was so cold outside. But anyway, how many of you have heard of this book, Raising Grateful Kids in an Entitled World? How one family learned that saying no can lead to life's biggest yeses, by Kristen Welch. And I just started this book, and it is so good. And it is, a book for parents to help their kids be more grateful, but it is also a book for big kids that are, parents or adults, and I'm going to tell you what I've been learning. Hey Ashley, welcome. Love what you guys are doing at The Pointed Life. If you guys are not following them, you really should be. It's a great source of encouragement, place of beauty, and lots of grace, and gets you in the Word. So The Pointed Life, if you're not following them. So I'm going to turn around here. Okay, I decided I would try to, hang on guys, sit somewhere else. You are most welcome, Ashley. It is a pleasure. It's easy to promote places I believe in. So we are, the lane might be a little weird, but I wanted to sit someplace else today. I'm kind of dragging. I'm feeling tired. Our toddler likes to get up in the night, and so I went to bed probably at, midnight last night, and then I think he was up at 1, and I don't do well when I only get like that hour, 2 hours to start with. I went right back to bed. But anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about today is I was having a rough day yesterday. I was telling my husband, when you're working on, it's so hard. I'm not very nice either, Ashley, like in the middle of the night. I mean, I just lay there like, hubby does get up a lot, but he's been sleeping through, which is totally fine. Like, he has to get up and go to work. I am not complaining about that. But, sometimes you ever just lay there and be like, oh, this is me. Like, I've got to do, like, this isn't going to go away. He's still going to need to be changed. But sometimes you're just like, really? Anyway, so yesterday, I was having kind of a hard day, feeling discouraged because I love my writing and speaking friends, but I have a lot of them online. Like, most of my Facebook feed, your friends, whatever, are writers and speakers, which is awesome, to be encouraged. And when you do a writing project they're cheering you, they understand you, they get you, they speak your language, right? But lately, my feed keeps popping up, I just signed with an agent, or sorry, I'm gonna fix my hair here. Tightly wound woman. The hair is not as tightly wound as I like it. Anyway, so, hey, I just signed with an agent, or hey, I just signed my book, and I am seriously so happy for them. But it just reminds you that you don't have an agent or a book deal, and it's just discouraging. Like, I'm a super hard worker, and you put in the time, and you're just like, my friend said the other day, she feels like she's trying to get through a door, but whatever she does, she can't get through that door. And we know God is sovereign. We know He knows better than we do, but sometimes you just have a hard day with that kind of stuff. And so yesterday was my day where I was just down in the dumps about it and just sad, okay? And so, and then I started reading this book, okay? Raising Grateful Kids in an Entitled World. And I was really convicted because, one, I was being ungrateful, and two, I was being entitled. Like, I deserve this. I have put in the work. I deserve to have an agent. I deserve to have a book deal. And, gosh darn it, I want people to like me too, right? That Saturday Night Live skit. But anyways, and so I realized as I'm reading this book, yes, my kids have entitlement issues we have to work on. But this firstborn girl who likes to get her way was having an entitled attitude too, of like, I have earned this and all this kind of stuff, works based, right? And I just was thinking, God knows what is best. And my husband just sent me this encouraging text, and he said, listen, your journey is going to look different than your peers, and you need to be faithful to what he's put before you. But it's so easy to get into that comparison trap, isn't it? It's so easy. And so then I started thinking, another friend said to me in a very nice way, you are all over the internet writing, like God has given you all these things basically. And she said it nice, but sometimes God has to, I feel like needs to speak sassy to me a little bit because I'm sassy. And so I felt like God was saying, like, seriously, girl, like, you have all these opportunities that a lot of people would love to have, and just because Betty Joe just got, signed with an agent and Carla Ann just got signed with Zondervan, that doesn't mean, you can't be grateful for what God has given you. And so it comes back to Ann Voskamp's book, doesn't it? 1,000 Gifts. And the times I'm really diligent to write down the gifts he's given me and just to see his love in small ways. Oh yes, I understand, Debbie. It is hard. And anyway, when I get when I'm not practicing gratitude, I quickly fall into this trap. Like, I used to make lists of all these things I wanted. So, like, if we get, $50 extra, I want to buy this. So I had all these lists all around. I understand. Doesn't it feel like everyone's doing it but you? But you know what? God knows. He knows what's going on. We got to trust that his heart is good. And, but it is hard. I'm with you, sister. So anyway, so I had these lists all around of things that I didn't have that I wanted. Well, that breeds discontentment, right? And so instead, it's like, I want to think of all the things that I am blessed with. Because, oh my word, we are all so blessed. Even to be able to write online and, oh yes, I'm sure, it's like, even just be able to have the time to blog. Like, some people don't have that time. And it's not about who gets what or whatever, but I want to live with gratitude. I don't want to have an entitled attitude. I want to view it all as God's grace. And I was really convicted reading this book. So I encourage you to pick up Kristen Welch's book, Raising Grateful Kids in an Entitled World. And I guarantee, even if you don't have children, you will benefit from reading this yourself, because you'll be like, wow, that is such the American culture way to have this entitled attitude. We're not just content with, oh, we have a house where, fits our needs. We want more, we want bigger, we want better. And that's what she was talking about. Like, our grandparents, their American dream, they talk about this in the book, was like, I want to get out of poverty. I want to have, shelter and be comfortable. But now what it's turned into is I need the latest car, 2,000 plus square foot house. I need more, I need bigger, I need better, I need faster. And it's like, no wonder we are discontent, right? And so I just want to, I'm confessing my sin and just focusing on what I have. I've been incredibly blessed, and because it feels like it's never enough. I ended up having surgery next Friday, take me now for 8 weeks, no problems, canceled. God knew. That's exactly right, Debbie, and we'll be praying for your surgery as well. And like, I'm having a baby, it's like it's like I can't have all these speaking engagements, and probably might not be the best time to get an agent either, because they're going to want me to work, right? And so God knows those things, but sometimes we just, it's okay to be sad and, feel down, but also to examine our hearts. God, what's really going on here? Why am I having such a hard time? And I want to be faithful too in the things that he has given me, and not just like poo-poo them, or like, if I have a guest poster on my blog, I want to give them the attention and time they deserve to help promote them. And I don't want to just be quickly always moving on to that carrot dangling in front of me and always trying to get to the next thing, because then you're not really enjoying the journey and the rich life along the way. So that is my exhortation to you. Are you an ungrateful and entitled writer or speaker? Are you a grateful one that is willing? it's all a gift, right? That God's grace, all that we have, apart from hell, right? It's a gift because he has saved us and redeemed us. And I know it's easy to say, well, that should be enough, but I'm human. I'm a gift person. I like that kind of stuff. And it was so interesting yesterday. So I'm feeling convicted about, that's kind of the only way I know how to do things, Debbie. I'm not good at small talk. But anyway, I just wonder if any of you were feeling the same way. And so God in his grace yesterday, when I probably needed a spiritual spanking for my little pity party, I might cry, just a warning. So the mail comes, and my toddler son got a book from the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. He gets those. I don't know if you've heard of it. Great program. You get free books. Well, there's a book for me too, and I didn't recognize what it might be. I knew I was getting some. Were on their way from some launch teams I'm on, but I didn't know what this was. And I opened it up, and cue tears. It was Jen Hatmaker's book, For the Love. And someone had nominated me to get a copy for free. And it was just God saying, I love you. Sorry, guys. Woo! Hey, I've been pretty good not crying this whole pregnancy. But he's like, I love you. You are seen. You're not an orphan. Sometimes I have that orphan mentality, even though I'm not an orphan. And someone sent that to me. And it was just like God reminding me, I'm here. You're okay. You are loved, even though you're not getting an agent or a book contract or all that kind of thing. You are loved. You are cared for. And it was just awesome. So, thanks, hubby. Anyway, now I'm embarrassed, crying. But it was just so awesome of just God giving me. And my husband said, they go, see, God just knew you needed that little hug today. And so I just want to encourage you, if you are feeling down, if you are feeling discouraged, keep going. Look around and see all that you have, all the ways he loves you, fitting for Valentine's Day, right? So anyway, I hope you guys are encouraged. I know, I was going to say, Crystal Stein had a very good post. I think it was yesterday. So if you go to crystalstein.me, and she talked about too, wanting to cheer for people, but sometimes it's hard, and she had a great challenge on there. And sometimes we need to just combat that. When we're not feeling like we want to cheer, that's the time we need to cheer the most, right? Because it helps curb this ungrateful attitude, right? So let's be grateful writers that are thankful for what we have, and let's go against the grain of culture, right? That says that you have to do more and be more. We are loved as is. And so I hope you hear that loud and strong today. As Valentine's Day is coming up, this is We Write. I'm Katie M. Reed from katiemreed.com. And if you want to be encouraged in your writing, go over to my blog. Yesterday, my friend Tiffany Perry gave a great post about listening to the Lord, about being a writer, and I know you'll be encouraged. So please check that out. I'll be back here on Monday at 1:30 for the Monday message for some encouragement to start your week. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great Valentine's Day weekend. You are loved. Talk to you later.